Flash update for this Friday, and we are now at October 2nd, 2020. And the time 9:25 a.m. Central Time. Well, the stock market was down sharply, but not because we didn't reach, and there has been no reaching of a deal between the Democrats and the Republicans on COVID relief. The House did pass its own version of the bill last night, as they said they would. Talks could continue, but by this weekend, if there's nothing done, I think that you can write that off. It's just not going to happen before the election. There's always a chance, but I doubt it. What put the market down harder, to my surprise, was President Trump and the First Lady have both contracted COVID-19. So they are now being confined. This changes the political landscape. You can write off the next debate as we know it. Maybe they'll do it viral. You know, they can. What I mean by that, of course, is they can do Zoom, different ways to do that. But it's going to change the landscape there. The market didn't like that at all, and I understand that, and down you go. The gold market's been a bit of everywhere, but it rallied to the 18-day average of closes. And folks, if you've taken my charting course or the other work, you realize when you come back up, you hit these brick wall numbers, and they're very important. The dollar getting a bid due to all this uncertainty today, and you can see foreign currencies down. British pound, Mr. Johnson is going to meet again with the European Union, trying to get a breakthrough. I'm still of the opinion at the last minute there will be some form of a deal that is reached, but that's, maybe I'm optimistic, but they both stand to gain nothing with no deal. If you look at the energy markets, they're getting smashed. That's the right word, smashed. And not a surprise. These COVID issues, they just keep building on the market. Madrid is about to go into a full-scale lockdown again. So they're going to close the borders to the city. You've got to have reasons to come in or go out. It's going to change everything there. Energy's fairly flat. Bonds and notes, well, they're getting, if you can see this, they're down, which is a little bit unusual. Normally that would be your safe haven buy. Instead, the yen was getting the bid today, but that's given up a tremendous amount of it. The market's in a state of flux. That's the right verb to use here. Okay, as I said, we've got a situation of COVID-19 for the president, his wife. I understand the head of the Republican committee's got it as well. Mr. Mnuchin tested today. He didn't have it. Ms. Pelosi is being tested now. They're going to go through the chain of command to find who's got what. Mr. Pence, our vice president, does not have it, the COVID-19. The farm payroll numbers, I think this was disappointing. 661 million is not the 800,000. In fact, I was watching CNBC just before the report. People were looking for 1 million, 1.5 million. They were very, very happy. That's not it. The 7.9% unemployment rate, that's a headline number, but that has to do with a lot of people leaving the workforce. So it's a great number, don't get me wrong. 7.9 is not the double digits that we had, but that's problematic. You go through these numbers, you see the problem. Consumer sentiment from the University of Michigan, that is a good number. 80.4, 87.8, the current conditions. Those are good areas there. We have factory orders, and they were about as expected. I don't think there's any surprise there, but they're way off from the prior month. You can see we had that surge, and now it's a drop back. That's not bullish, the stock market. And finally, the New York ISM data, business index, I like that. That's a 56.1, so that's for September, and that's better. So you have all these mixed currents. We're now getting to be just weeks away from the election, a month out. Who's going to win? What does it all mean for the marketplace? Those are going to become really big factors. I can already tell you, I've seen that different clearing firms in the futures have put out notices. I saw one yesterday for this Wedbush. And Wedbush is going to start increasing the margins on futures in a graduated manner starting October 12th right into the election. And I think they're wise to do that. And the reason for that wiseness is the idea there is to protect the client. If you raise the margins going into it, a little less trading, admittedly, but what does it really do? More money in the account to withstand the uncertainties that come with all that. And with those uncertainties, well, I come there because in the mornings I try to start you off and help you with this craziness that's going on. This morning, example, I woke up and I'm waiting to read all about how the market's going to react to no deal between the Democrats and Republicans. And the first thing I see is the president's got COVID-19. Whoa, I know that's going to be a big change. Stock market down sharply on the news. Then the question is, how symptomatic is he? Is he going to be on respirator or not? No, he's not showing the symptoms. Therefore, the market comes back a little bit. I mean, let's face it, this is like a flu, a serious flu, but it's a flu type of a COVID. And with that, the question is, do you get a bad case, a good case? What do you do? Well, here we go. So this changes the landscape. I covered all these markets. I know about Madrid. I'm talking to you at times about Asia because I'm reading all that. And at 5:40 in the morning, in a simple, quick tape video, I'm bringing to you the information. Then we review all of the different charts. Now, because there's 40 charts, and that's what I'm reviewing, at the bottom of the charts there's a scroll bar. Pull it. It'll light up and say, for example, foreign currencies. Go to another area, it'll say the metal markets. Go to another area, it lights up and says, what are you doing in the energies? Why? Because time's everything. You may not care what the grain markets are doing. You may just want to know what's going on, for example, in the metals. Boom, go right there. I've covered it. You might want to get to the currencies. That's the part. The idea is to save you time, but in-depth analysis. Buy here, sell there, do this. $7.95 for 30 days. Give it a try. All you need to do is go to our website under the word research. Away you go. If you don't like it, yes, you're out $7.95. Basically a cup of Starbucks with the tip. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day, and I will see you all come Monday, that'll be. And for those of you that are subscribers, you know that you're going to see me with the weekend edition where I covered only the weekend charts with longer term buy and sell recommendations. That's all part of this as well. I'm Ira. You have a great day.